Alright, hello everyone. I don't know if this run is actually going to work or not, but we're gonna find out. This is entirely spur of the moment, but I had a couple people suggesting I should record more at the same time, and, well, let's just go for it, I guess. I have a shieldless Ghost in the Machine run already recorded, but it seems really boring to me, so I don't know if I'm gonna upload it or not. We're gonna wait on that one. So for now, let's just try out Blaster's only Dreams and Nightmares. I think Dreams and Nightmares is one of those missions that's just really fun to play no matter what. And I also feel like it'd be fun to watch, because there's all the different enemy types. You have to be constantly swapping between things. It's just a really neat mission, right? Ghost in the Machine is kind of boring. So even with no shield, it's still relatively easy and all that fun stuff. Dreams and Nightmares is actually very difficult, and with all Blasters, is probably going to go terribly. The Arcana is actually not level 10, the rest of them are. And of course running Black Cat and Skelly Shield, because that's what we always do, why not? The only difference is that I had to swap my Sprite perk off of movement speed, which is a bit of a pain. I actually do like having movement speed very high. So I only have movement speed medium from the Black Cat. That's going to take a bit of getting used to. Having 4 Blasters is going to take getting used to. It's just all around a terrible idea, but we're doing it anyways. Alrighty. And of course this part is not skippable, unfortunately. I probably should have started the recording a bit later, but now it's too late. I'm emotionally invested into this one. Or lazy, it's one of the two. Maybe a bit of both. So yes, for those who haven't made it to this point in the game, Dreams and Nightmares is really cool. It's currently the last actual mission, and it leads into something awesome that is not yet made. It's in the core though. What a great palette. And for those who are here, you already know that this mission is really kind of evil solo, in that fun, don't get hit kind of way. Enemies do not drop Vitapods, they don't drop things like health pills, they just drop hearts. Only rarely. So you have to really manage your health, and by that I mean, if you get hit, you're probably screwed. So I'm gonna play like a bit of a chicken at first. Especially since these slimes have ranged attacks. And you also have Valen following you around. He does a lot of damage, but the problem is, well, you can knock things around, which makes it very difficult. I always find these NPCs are actually harm more than they are help. There's the heart. That's the only one we're gonna get this entire run. Better use it wisely. Or not at all, we'll leave it as a memento. Now I haven't actually played Dreams and Nightmares for quite some time. So I have mostly forgotten the room layouts, probably. I guess we'll find out if my memory comes back to me. I think this is a key. I believe that's what shape it is. Could be totally mistaken. Oh wow, I guess I am just mistaken. In that case, I'm not sure where this is going. Is this going to be a key door then? Because I really hope not. It's just boxes. What a terrible waste of time. Oh no. Okay. Well, it goes to show that I really don't remember the place at all. I could have sworn there was something similar to that that had keys, but maybe I'm going crazy. Who knows? I really doubt they've actually added new palettes, so it's probably just that. And yes, the minimap is your best friend here. Once you learn all the different layouts, you can actually figure out where to go just based on the map. And by the general looks of rooms, I obviously have forgotten, but if I were in the right state, it'd be a lot easier. I'm also going to clear these guys out. I don't believe they respawn if they spawn from the black orbs. So there's no real downside to doing so. I think 3 shots is good there. Yep. I also think the 2 frames is actually worth having 13 less damage. odd as that is. So it's actually slightly more efficient to swap the Valiance to the Arcana there, just because my Arcana isn't full leveled, and I just walked into something, which is really bad. Don't do that. Did it again. Okay. We're good. We're very good. Is that the end? Okay, it is. Now I really do have to not get hit. And okay, that's what I was thinking of. This is different than this. This is a key. Looks like the gate's right down there anyways, so there's almost no point to having to pick up the key. It just exists. Since the floors are randomly generated, sometimes the keys will end up spawning way across the map from the gates, and in this case we got a bit luckier. Other times I think you can get floors that just don't have keys at all, which is even better. So yeah, obviously not going to be a hitless run. Hopefully we get a heart pill. It's like the dream. If you get one of those from the wheel, you're just set. This is the only way to get it in this mission. I know I skipped boxes earlier, but that's because they can only give crowns and heat. And I don't actually care enough about this Arcana to want to get the heat. If it's going to take 10 extra seconds, so whatever. I'm not sure why I'd ever use an Arcana when I've got mixers. Unless I'm feeling stupid, like right about now. Gotta dodge that or else I'm gonna explode. Perfect. Wait, that spawned on me. Oh no. Alright. Valen actually doing some work there. What a surprise. I think I have to kill this lumber before the gremlins get too close. There we go. And instead of throwing their axe, gremlins actually throw these little shadow orbs at you. The orbs are slower moving. Turn. That was bad timing. I thought I would be able to shoot that one right before it went into explodey mode, but I didn't, so too bad. I also believe I can just run through here, but honestly, if I can get a couple hearts, I will. Like that. Alright. I think this is enough health that I can take 2 hits now. If I didn't grab that, I think I would have taken just 1. Again, could be mistaken since I haven't played this in a while. I think this is just boxes. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't want to potentially miss up a key, so I will double check just in case. But... ooh, now there's an arena. Believe enemy gates spawn once I press this. Oh, they don't spawn enemy gates, it's just enemies. Neat. This is a key, so this is the actual door. That's boxes. Okay. Can I walk past this guy? Yeah, probably. Alright. No sense in killing these guys. I've got enough health that 2 hits will kill me no matter what, so... we're all good. But I am gonna have to swap back to guns one last time to break that open. So this is the elevator already, which means that we're almost good to go. I guess that's a really uneventful floor. Sometimes you get floors where you need to clear just arena after arena. There's particular layouts that actually do have like 3 party panels in a row. But we got really lucky, so that's good. Wait, the key was for the treasure down there? That's even luckier. I guess I didn't even need to bring it. Now of course the real reason Dreams and Nightmares is interesting and difficult is this floor. There is this giant arena, and it's one of the hardest arenas in the game. In fact, if you're playing solo, it might well be the hardest. It's up there. It's either this or the Grinchland Assault boss, but it's really tough. And it's really fun. Super fast paced, tons of enemies to spawn. It's just a good time all around. I believe when I open this, I can just move right away. Yes. And I will pop a cloak here. These slimes can shoot, and the shots go randomly, which forces you to raise your shield every once in a while, and that slows you down a little bit. Plus there's this button area, where you have to press a few buttons sequentially. So being invisible for part of it at least is going to make it way faster. I don't have to focus on dodging, I can just clear it really quick. Great. Now of course I still die in 2 hits or 1 lumber hit probably. Not 100% sure if the Dreams and Nightmare lumbers do different amounts of damage. Maybe they don't one-shot me, I'm pretty sure they will though. I'm gonna move back because I think that slime's going to attack. Oh, it didn't. Good. So gotta clear out the lumber. Slag doesn't matter as much as it. Did that wave just start before the slag died? That was interesting. Not really sure what triggered that one, but I don't think I've seen that before. And of course we just need to kite around. There are things that shoot at us from the corners. It's important to move perpendicular to those, or else we'll just walk into its shots anyways. So we have to constantly keep an eye on when they're firing. You'll notice that they're on slightly different patterns here. This one fires, and then this one fires a couple frames before it. So by changing up my movements every once in a while, I can make it so that the shots aren't going to hit me no matter where I travel. Maybe I should have put the piercing one next to normal and shadow instead for wolvers. I'm sure it's fine though. I use scroll wheel and not keys to swap. So it makes it so that I have to consider which ones I put on which. Oh gosh, I screwed up there. And yeah, the lumbers don't actually one-shot me in this mission, which is interesting. Considering I am just using Black Cat. Shouldn't be tanky enough, so maybe they do reduce damage compared to normal ones. Maybe they do different damage types, I'm not actually sure. Whatever the case, I'm glad I didn't explode. Because I did screw it up. I have to move down real quick, I screwed up the pattern there because I've been wasting some time. There is going to be a shot coming at me from the right in just a little bit. So I have to make sure that when I clear the wave, it's not right as a shot's going to send me somewhere. The enemies are going to spawn towards the middle, so I'm just going to force the shots to go way over there. And now it should be good. Oh wait, darn, there was a lumber up. Well, I screwed that up and did all that positioning for nothing. Now it should be better. Shoot at the wall? Good. Of course, having to do a bit of a detour there so I don't get hit by the left shot. Done a good job by not breaking the bottom doors there. If I did, it'd be way too much to think about realistically. But by just having 2, I can position them better. And it is definitely paying off to have the Valiance and the Arcana, largely in part because of the knockback. Having an extra, little bit of a skip is really nice. By swapping off onto 2 separate weapons, I skip 2 frames per individual swap, so 4 per complete cycle between each of the 2 weapons. I did accidentally hit that bottom. So now there's going to be even more to think about, which of course I failed at. I think my realistic limit is probably 2 to start. Now instead of pure planning, I have to actually react to them every once in a while, and that's going to be a bit of a pain. Good. Yep. I want to clear out slimes as fast as possible. They are the biggest threat since they have ranged attacks. And the ranged attacks are very unpredictable. As you can see, that one almost hit me. The only good thing is that they don't chase after you unlike gremlins and wolvers. So even though that thing just got hit, I can actually just circle the outside of the arena. It's largely fine as long as the slime attacks don't hit me. So when I see one starting an attack, I have to be prepared to shield when the attack would hit me if it happens to go towards me. I'll do this every time just to be safe, because even though they only have... I'm not actually sure what the exact chance is, it's probably fairly low, I'd assume like 25%. That could happen, so that shield actually saved me from that hit. And it was just because I expected it might hit me. I think a lumber will kill me now if I get hit by it, so I'm just going to pick up these hearts. forces me to play a bit careful with the shots, but that's okay. I also screwed up my swap somewhere along the way and went over to a Rift Walker. Not sure how that happened. And if the Arcana and the Phantomos were equal level, I could have just used the Arcana and Valiance there. The only reason I swapped to the Phantomos instead is because it's a higher level. The slimes here are actually weak to both Elemental and Shadow. Oh, that's bad. I'm actually going to use Hexing Haze here. What a weird day. I think I've now used that in 2 videos, which is more than I ever expected. I actually have the Pierce Harness on just in case I had to do that. I'm gonna get hit. Oh, thank goodness, I shield bumped that thing away. Problem is that shot's traveling in a weird arc. There we go. I think just Phantomos is more DPS here, actually. Oh boy. I'm glad I picked up that heart, or else I'd be dead. Okay, that was a close one as well. Darn, I screwed up and moved into that thing. Unfortunate. Or just poor play on my part. But I think that's it. We should be good to go. I somehow doubt this last slag is going to kill me. That's the mission done. So yeah, very hectic arena. There's a lot to consider. I find I get a bit overwhelmed when all of the things get opened, as you can tell, but when there's just 2, it's a lot easier. Okay, now we get the health capsule. That would have been really nice right before that arena, but we managed anyways, so it's okay. Of course, this was just a really quick video. I'm still... Okay, I'll probably post the Ghost in the Machine one. I'm not 100%. I tried watching it once myself, and that mission just feels really slow to me. But we'll see, we'll see. I think I'm more inclined to post the regular Vanaduke run than I am to post the Ghost in the Machine. Because I think the regular Vanaduke one is actually still entertaining to watch. The Ghost in the Machine one, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this one. Ooh, there's a Vitapod too. All these things would be really lovely inside of the mission. But for some reason, they make them drop at the end. All the things that could have been. Oh my goodness, is that a red shard? Incredible. I guess this mission actually does give decent radiance too. I know at first people were considering like, is this mission actually worth farming instead of Vana for radiance? Because it is faster than Vanaduke. But I think the general consensus is no. Not only is it more difficult, so even if you can complete Vanaduke, you might not be able to complete Dreams and Nightmares. But it's also... well, I don't know, 18 radiance, that's like a full Vanaduke run. There's something to be said for it, you just don't get the crowns. Anyways, thank you again, and have a great day.